Hello, and how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest Bethesda news, rumors, and speculation, and in case you haven't noticed, by the Cyberpunk 2077 going down beside me, I am back on my normal computer for like the last month or so. I was on a backup computer because my graphics card kept having issues. My first one after a year died out on me, but luckily I had a warranty, and thankfully EVGA is awesome to work with, and they sent me a replacement, but the replacement was dead out of the box. So they sent me this one, and this one so far is doing awesome. For the last day or so, I have been stress testing it, which basically involves playing a bunch of games, maxed out, and it's been doing good. In fact, it seems to be running at a lower temperature than my last, 5 graphics cards. So this is awesome. So far, things are going well. I don't want to, tempt Shea Gorath here and start, being too excited just yet, but if this video goes up and you are watching this video, then I suppose that is one big step in the right direction, because that means I have all my programs and apps installed, I have all my documents and files back on this computer, and I am back running with my usual video content, unless my video camera is having an issue still. If that is going down, then that means my video camera is broken or something, or is possessed by a Daedra and I have to fix it or get a new one. But either way, you're not here to hear me ramble on about my computer and my nearby Cyberpunk 2077 time. Instead, let's talk about all the latest Bethesda news, rumors, and speculation. I have quite a few interesting things to go through in today's video, so let's not waste any more time and get to today's information. First of all, E3 is just in a handful of days, less than a week away. Literally 4 days away from the time I'm recording this video, unless I upload the video the day after I record it. In that case, it would be 3 days away, but we're the closest we've ever been to basically more confirmed Starfield information than we've ever been before. Xbox literally teased Starfield as half of their most recent and their biggest, E3 2021 teaser yet, right alongside Halo. So, that basically confirms Starfield will be at E3 to some capacity. However, it seems like there's a lot of talk going down in the community because Microsoft may have removed Starfield from this E3 tease, and that makes a lot of people wonder if perhaps Starfield 2 has been removed from E3 2021, but don't worry, I don't think it has. In fact, I know it hasn't been removed from E3 2021, and on top of that, I have 100% confirmed information to back this up, but I don't blame the community for getting worried and stuff. E3 is right around the corner, so if something was going to be pulled from E3 randomly without any announcement or any official statement, it would probably be in the last few days before it, because that's usually when something like that would happen, even though that's just rare. But you can even just see how the Starfield community is all the time. Pete Hines recently tweeted a doctor's note for E3 2021, and people are like, oh, he did the same thing for BE3 in 2015 for the Fallout 4 reveal. I almost said Fallout 5 reveal. Man, can you imagine that? What kind of amazing future that would be? But nonetheless, people are already assuming that Pete Hines, of all people, are hinting towards a big reveal at E3 2021. And if we were gonna get a hint from any Bethesda person, it wouldn't be Pete Hines. I guess maybe it would be Pete Hines. Sometimes does hint stuff, but at the same time, he just trolls people with obvious crap that isn't true, or he gets offended that people are excited and hyped for things. But Pete Hines gets bombarded with question after question about things like Elder Scrolls 6, which people shouldn't even be thinking about right now. So I don't blame Pete Hines for getting upset about being asked over and over again about games that he really can't talk about yet. But nonetheless, people think that he might be teasing some kind of big reveal at E3 2021 because he put out a doctor's note meme, basically, that he did before Fallout 4's reveal. I don't think this means anything. I think this is just the community looking up at the stars and thinking it's a Starfield tease. But the main thing I want to talk about in today's video is this right here. In the last couple of days, Xbox put out a advertisement, and a lot of people can't find this specific tweet, so I retweeted it on my Twitter profile, and also for some reason Xbox tagged me in a post that I retweeted, which is this one here. But basically, this is a recent official Xbox ad that you might see just scrolling through your timeline. I don't think it's on the actual official Xbox profile timeline, but it's just essentially literally 6 seconds, 5 seconds of Xbox showing an animated version of that image that they had before, that had the Halo tease and then the Starfield tease, saying Xbox and Bethesda 2021 Game Showcase, and then giving you the date and time, as you can see here. And only this time they removed Starfield from this advertisement. You can see down here is instead a Halo teaser that shows some more stuff that the Halo community has already been going into Starfield mode and breaking down and thinking it means something, which it probably does. But nonetheless, people people think that the removal of the Starfield planet, of the obvious confirmed Starfield planet from this previous Xbox tease, which had the planet in it, is a sign that perhaps Starfield has been secretly removed from E3 2021 for some reason. Maybe Bethesda decided they don't have enough to show at E3 2021 this year, and when they do show the game, they want to show a gigantic showcase, and not just a teaser like the majority of the community believes we might get at E3 2021, and a lot of gaming insiders have been saying recently to only expect a teaser from Starfield, another trailer from Starfield this year, and not a huge showcase at E3. But nonetheless, people think that this being removed from this recent Xbox advertisement, this Starfield planet being replaced with the Halo thing down here, is a sign that Starfield 2 has been removed from E3. But I don't think that's the case. I think Xbox just wanted to tease some more Halo stuff and wanted to, for some reason, make a Halo alternate version to this advertisement, because obviously Halo is like one of the biggest Microsoft first-party franchises ever, if not the biggest one. So they're going to put a lot of focus on Halo, no doubt. And a lot of people don't think Starfield would release alongside Halo anyway. But nonetheless, this doesn't mean Starfield has like low-key been removed from the E3 2021 showcase, because you can see right here in this official Xbox Game Pass teaser video for E3 2021 themselves, where they just show like a bunch of Halo merch and cute doggo and the Xbox and just a bunch of post-it notes reminding the person recording this that E3 is on June 13th. Basically, you can see in this video that was posted today, the time of me recording this video, you can see that they are still actually using the image with the Starfield teaser in it. And bear in mind, this Xbox Game Pass ad video, this teaser video, or whatever you want to consider this, was literally posted on Twitter the day after this alternate Halo version was posted on Twitter, meaning this video is more updated and recent than this one. So this is just even more proof, in my opinion, that the Halo one is just a Halo alternate and isn't a sign that Starfield has been removed or anything. There's just a Halo one and there's a Starfield one, because even Xbox themselves are literally using the Starfield one here. I have the feeling that if Starfield was removed from E3 2021 and Xbox had to roll back and take all the Starfield stuff away from their ongoing marketing campaigns, that they wouldn't accidentally make a mistake like this, especially like when this removal of Starfield would be so recent, right? I mean, that would be literally yesterday or something, so Microsoft would have this in mind here and not accidentally tweet the Starfield teaser if it wasn't supposed to be tweeted. They're obviously still going to have Starfield be at the Microsoft and Bethesda E3 2021 showcase, and in my opinion, this recent Xbox Game Pass thing that was recorded literally 2 hours from the time I'm uploading this video, and again, the day after the Starfield thing was removed, I think this is even more evidence that Starfield will still be at E3 2021. However, I still think it's just going to be a trailer. I think this trailer will have a lot more to it. We'll probably get some maybe story teases, maybe some more like in-engine stuff. I don't know if we'll get gameplay in the trailer, but I believe we'll get like maybe a 5-minute Starfield trailer, and then perhaps even Todd Howard on screen, on stage, whatever this is going to be, because it's all digital. We'll also get Todd Howard talking about the game for a few minutes as well, maybe setting the stage and the tone for what the game will be. But I don't think we're going to get a bunch of new information at E3 this year. We'll probably get more information from E3 2021 leading up until the game's release next year in 2022, but I don't think we're going to get a bunch of stuff at E3 specifically. E3 2021 will open the door and set the stage for the main marketing campaign of Starfield to begin, though. I have the feeling that after E3 we'll get a bunch of like interviews and stuff with Todd Howard and friends and other developers talking about Starfield, giving us more bits and pieces of information as time goes on up until the game's release. Maybe we'll get another trailer at the Game Awards this December as well. Basically what I'm saying here is don't expect a bunch of new stuff at E3 2021, but expect more stuff than we got at E3 2018, for example. So basically the TL Doctor is people were worried that Microsoft removed Starfield from the E3 2021 showcase because they removed it from their recent teaser that had Halo and Starfield, and they seem to replace the Starfield portion with Halo, but that's not the case because they're still using the Starfield and Halo one along with the Halo and Halo one. It's just a weird situation, but whatever. No use talking about this anymore when it's basically confirmed, in my opinion, that Starfield will still be at the showcase. But let's move on to the last thing I want to talk about in today's video, which is people over on Reddit, actually Oda over on Reddit, notice that Starfield has a team of 21 system engine programmers working on the game, and specifically the engine overhaul for Starfield, and the source is LinkedIn, and you can see Jean-Francois Levisque, man, I probably murdered that pronunciation because I'm the farthest thing from cultural. I can't pronounce French at all, so my apologies, Jean-Francois. That's probably more accurate than what I said at the beginning, but you can see, if you scroll down here on his Twitter profile, his experience lists that he was, or still is, the senior technical producer at Bethesda Game Studios for Starfield, and it specifically says Starfield here because he says he was the producer of a team of 21 system and engine programmers on Starfield, not on Bethesda Game Studios projects, including Starfield, not on various whatever. He specifically only Starfield. He literally only typed Starfield. He didn't type the Elder Scrolls 94, 76. So yeah, that just shows you, in my opinion, how big the engine upgrade from the previous Bethesda Game Studios games to Starfield will be. This will be a notable upgrade from Fallout 76 to Starfield, and from what I was told from my inside sources, you should expect an upgrade from how Fallout 3 was to how Fallout 4 was, only multiply that times 3 and add more in-game systems, more in-game gameplay mechanics, and just game systems like gravity and stuff like that than we've ever seen in any other previous Bethesda Game Studios game. Basically, Starfield is going to push the limit for any Bethesda Game Studios game we've seen before, and perhaps the next generation, or I guess current generation now, of RPGs, and that gets me totally hyped. I'm not sure what the normal average amount of like system engineers or system programmers or whatever is from an engine upgrade from one generation to the next. Maybe 21 is an average, but nonetheless, at least you can't say Bethesda isn't taking this engine upgrade seriously, because at least at the worst case situation, they're using the average amount of system programmers, engine programmers, or best case scenario, they're using a lot. Either way, I think this is some pretty credible and good evidence that the engine upgrade in Starfield should be pretty substantial, so that should like kill any other remaining rumors that Bethesda is still using the same exact engine. I don't know why people are still talking about that. I still see people making videos about that, posting about that, putting clickbait falling out of their ass, and then somehow putting it in their mouth about that. I don't know why people are still saying Bethesda is using the same engine. That's disgusting. Stop talking about that. Go outside and bury your head in the ground like a zombified rotten ostrich that needs to leave everyone alone. But before I make any more strange reference metaphors, let's end today's video. Sorry if today's video was a little like overexcited. I am in a rush to do a bunch of stuff today because I had to add a lot of my other assets and stuff for my videos back onto this computer. I had to install a lot of my apps, so I was super pressed for time. I'm not good when I'm pressed for time. I hate being rushed. I hate it, but you should see my video quality definitely improve from this point forward. As long as my graphics card keeps working, as long as the cyberpunk computer keeps cyberpunking, as long as my camera has no issues, and as long as I can get back into my normal groove of stuff again, which I'm super hyped for, super grateful for my graphics card to finally be working, and I'm very, very excited to get back into my normal routine and get back to my improved and general video quality. That's going to finish up today's video. As always, if you enjoy the content, if you're hyped for Starfield, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn notifications on, and huge shout out and much appreciation to the following amazing people for going above and beyond to support the channel and bring you content like this. If you want to get a permanent feature video shout out at the end of every single one of my videos from this point forward, you can support the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. Now that I am back on this PC, I am updating this list tomorrow at the latest. I know I've been saying I'm updating this list, but I wasn't expecting to get my graphics card back and be back on this computer at this point in time. So now that I am, I'm super thankful for this working. Hopefully it keeps working, but I will update this list with everyone who has supported the channel over the last month or so, I promise. And from this point forward, I will be setting a routine where I do update the list every couple of weeks on a regular schedule. I basically was knocked off schedule and off my routine when my graphics card crashed out, but things seem like they're back to normal again. But either way, links for how to get a permanent feature video shout out and how to support the channel and more are all down in the description below. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when I really need to just stop rambling all the time. I just ramble on about things and stuff and things about Starfield things and stuff in Starfield and all the different colors of Starfield and how Starfield will have a pause button and how I just need to probably shut the fuck up.
It just works.